show, the fast 5 things you need to know. We'll start your day off swirly, it's the toast. I sound amazing.
Welcome back to The Toast. I am joined by Jessi from Secret Lives of Mormon Wives today, and this is the episode that I think everyone's been waiting for, that I've been waiting for, because I've been bursting with Secret Lives of Mormon Wives thoughts since I watched it 2 weeks ago, but we never did an official recap because Claudia and I were on break. Your job here today is so important. Welcome, Jessi, and a toaster.
Thank you. Yes, this is a dream come true for me. I love you guys. I've been listening to you every day for 2 years. Like, you're part of my daily routine, so it's so weird to be here.
Oh my God, that is so fun. We knew you were a toaster because you are often spotted wearing merch.
Yes.
On your Instagram. And like sometimes you'll use our sounds and like people send it to us and they're so excited.
People are always tagging you guys like, she's wearing your merch. I'm like, no, like it's a big deal for me, not for them. Like, I love them.
No, and I just want everyone to know the connection was established long ago.
Yes.
And like we are proud.
Did you know I was supposed to go on Good Guys first?
When?
I was supposed to, because I met Josh at an event in September.
Okay.
And I was scheduled to go on. So they were like, you can reschedule. And we tried and it just didn't work out. So I'm kind of glad I got this one first.
This was meant to be. Yes. Sorry, Good Guys. You hate to see it.
You got us first.
I'm so sad for you that that it didn't work out. But here you are today. We have such a fun show because we need to talk about Secret Lives of Mormon Wives season 2, which I think for the first time in history, we had a better season 2 than season 1, even though season 1 was a cultural shift.
Yes, which is crazy because, usually it's like, I thought it was going to be a flash in the pan. Like, season 1 did so well. How can we live up to that? No, like 2 was nuts.
Did you guys feel pressure going into season 2? What was the energy like?
I didn't feel pressure. I feel like it all happened so fast. Like, season 1 came out, we were promoting it, and then 3 weeks later we were filming 2. So I actually don't feel like we even had time to process it.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, it was good. And our friend group is a real friend group. So like, our dynamic continues even when the cameras are off. So it's not like it was like, okay, cameras are up, let's put on a show.
Yeah.
It was like a just continuation of our lives.
That's where other shows suffer, when you can tell they don't hang out in the off season. They need to get back together. It takes a few weeks to drum up drama. But like, you guys, cameras went up and now we need to get caught up on everything that happened in the past few months.
That's what scares me about having time off with our show. Like, CMA's drama, that happened while the cameras were down. So like, things happen.
Taylor can't go away for one night.
No, she can't. And her life alone like keeps us, afloat. But yeah, it's crazy how much drama happens. Like, even now, like, things just never slow down.
No, it's so good. Do you guys all have this mentality of like, we are giving everything to this show? Like, we're not going to hold back? Because I feel like that's how it comes off. Like, people aren't too precious about like not wanting to be liked. They're like, we have the show, like, let's make the most of it.
Yeah, I think the difference with our show is if you look at most like housewives or anyone on reality, they didn't have a following before. They built it after. And we went in kind of like having followings, being influencers. We're kind of used to just putting it all out there.
Yeah.
So I think we just kind of like continued that into it. I think that
also it like helps with the success of the show after the season, because then like viewers can go to your Instagram. There's so much there, on your TikToks, and feel like they're keeping up with you until we get next. Like, we're constantly fed. It's a perfect formula for a show.
And it's funny because I see so many comments like, you're just doing this to get attention for the show, like all this drama online. And I'm like, genuinely, you guys, it's real. Like, it's embarrassing to admit that, but like, it's real.
No, the drama online, after I finished season 2, I needed more. Like, I seriously went through withdrawals. I messaged you that I'm depressed, that it's over. Like, I can't think about anything else. So like, I started like watching drama videos of being like, well, Jessi commented about Demi saying this and that. And it's like every single day there's new information like that. Now I've sort of weaned myself off of being addicted to the drama, and now I'm just waiting for season 2 part 2.
I don't know exactly. I know that we got renewed for 20 episodes, and that's what we've filmed, and 10 came out, so the next 10 are coming soon.
Okay.
But I have an exclusive for you. Do you want it?
I would love an exclusive.
So we actually filmed a reunion, and it's coming July 1st, so it's soon.
When did you film it?
It was before the season came out. So that's what sucks, is we didn't see like everything that unfolded. We lived it.
Yeah.
But like, we did a lot of press in the reunion before we saw it, which is kind of hard. But
did you see the episodes?
No.
So you didn't get to see what people said in their confessionals? No. And you also didn't get to see how the audience reacted, because you could be like, well, yeah, I'm actually even madder. Now, like, sometimes people rile you up and you're like, well, yeah, I was right.
Well, like, one of my biggest regrets is I had no idea, like, while filming what Jen was going through. So I've gotten a lot of backlash about being mean to Jen, which is totally understandable. But I had no idea. Like, New Orleans, when she sent us that video, was the first time I realized it. And that's when I started to, like, okay, shift my mindset.
Yeah, let's back off.
Yeah, but I wish I would have known at the time or seen how I came off so I could talk about that in the reunion.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Jen and I are good now. Like she was texting me this morning, but the audience doesn't get to see that. But hopefully in the reunion, they see that a little bit.
Yeah, I hope so. When we think about people who are like super unkind to Jen, I actually don't think of you because you actually had a really interesting arc in the second season. Because I feel like you and Demi came into season 2 like being fan favorites.
Yeah.
Like easily.
Yeah.
As that was my experience. And then we start to question like what's the truth? Not even just about you and Demi, but like about Jen and her husband. And it's like, wait, are we team Zach?
No, living it, I was like, what is happening?
But there's literally no way we could be that Zach is the good guy. We saw the text that he sent Jen in Vegas. Like that's just not what the good guy does.
No.
But perhaps there's like more to the story. So we're like watching it all unfold. And then I feel like as soon as things start to turn, like you're very quick to be like, actually, no. Actually, like you don't have to be so stubborn like Demi who like took it all the way.
Oh, in New Orleans, when she reacted that way to the video, like, sorry, I just think it's cringy to cry. I was like, oh, whoa, we're going 2 different directions.
Yeah.
And at that time, we had already had some drama. So I was starting to separate myself from her.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I had no idea what her reaction or the like viewers' reaction to Demi was going to be. I didn't know she was going to be so hated.
Right.
But in real life, I was already separating myself. And I actually think it was like the best thing I could have done.
For sure. For sure. Because in the beginning of the season, like you two are like a dynamic duo, which we love. But then she's doing all these things and it's like, okay, Jessi, like, are you going to make a run for it? Please do. Save yourself.
Yeah, no, literally. Like, get away while you can. Well, you know what's so interesting about the internet, too, is I think that she went into season 2 being like, oh, people love that I told the truth. I stood on business. I think she, like, that's who she is. But I think she really leaned into it.
Yeah.
Thinking people were going to love it even more. But I think she just, A, took it too far, and B, went against the wrong person, which is Taylor.
Because in season 1, my feelings about Taylor just are constantly changing. Which is
how
also,
do you feel? Because I only see love, and that's deserved. I think.
love her. And having watched season 2, I love her. In season 1, I felt bad for her, but like the way that she operates, she's just like this agent of chaos in her own life. And like I can't really like relate to that, and it's just hard for me to completely like sympathize when like you're the cause of a lot of the issues that you have, and like so I'm sorry that you're going through a hard time, but like you keep making mistakes, and like there are people like that who just like can't get out of their own way, and it's frustrating to watch. So I didn't have like so much love for her, but like then by the end of the season she was like super pregnant. She wasn't even in the drama anymore.
She was so chill in the first season.
Yeah, because like she was
I'm
so
like, that's not Taylor.
Pregnant. Like what is she really gonna do? So she kind of just like was out a little bit. And then throughout season 2, I just like developed such a love for her. I don't even know where it like came from really, but I loved when she put like Demi in her place. Like I love how like she's kind of on the outside, but when she, like I said with KFC, slaps her dick on the table, like everybody.
That was amazing.
Everybody's listening. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's not just because like she was the OG, but like it's because she's also saying something like correct.
Yes.
So she's a complex character, this Taylor Frankie Paul. And I really, like now having known her for 2 seasons, like I love her.
And I would say season 2, Taylor is who Taylor is.
Yeah.
Season 1, she was pregnant and tired, but that's accurate. My favorite was when Layla tried to speak up in that dinner and like Taylor just shut her down and then she was like, never mind.
Yeah. No, everyone like thinks they're big and brave until Taylor comes and like puts them all in their place.
Because like I thought I was going to be intimidated by Taylor like before I met her. Me and her connected right off the bat. We have similar backstories and I've never been scared of Taylor. I'm scared of Demi, which is so funny. But Taylor is just, she's like the nicest, most loving person, but then can have that side to her where she'll tell you how it is. But I'm never intimidated or scared because she's quick to forgive. She's super loving. And Demi's like a little rougher around the edges.
And Taylor's not vindictive.
No. Even though she's like petty and stuff, like
she was the only one to vote Whitney back into the group. That was the craziest scene. Everyone standing around, like, should we have a vote, a quorum?
Yeah.
And they vote no. And Taylor's the only one who votes for her. And then when it comes down to it, Whitney chooses Demi's side at the end of the season.
That was shocking for all of us. Even in real life, we were like, what are you doing?
And it's funny, after season 1, like, of course, I was so anti-Whitney. Like, she was the villain of season 1. But, like, when season 2 started, I'm like, clean slate. Yeah. Like, I don't even remember why I disliked her. And I really like that about the show. I feel like you guys are really quick to forgive, which is a good quality to have in general, but also as a reality TV star, because, like, we can't just all not film together and, like, all just try and silo someone out. Like, we have to move forward, and you guys are all on the show for the reason. You bring a lot to the show, each one of you. So, like, trying to push someone out like that, like, it's just not going to work. It's frustrating for the viewers. So I like that.
Also, if Whitney had come back, like, doubling down on her behavior, it would have been different. But she did come back and try to apologize.
Like, she did what she had to do.
Yeah. And I actually really like Whitney. We've spent a lot of time together recently, and she's Whitney. Like, she does things that are like funny and dramatic and maybe annoying at times, but she's harmless and she's really fun. And I agree with you that like she kind of deserves that redemption arc. Her friendship with Demi is questionable at times. I'll give her that. But other than that, I do feel like she redeemed herself.
Yeah, I was rooting for her the whole season. In fact, like the villain of my season was Michaela.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay,
like,
I need to hear this.
Just being like so anti-Whitney, like nobody, Michaela.
Yeah.
Whitney can't come back into Mom Talk. Like, just not letting it go.
Yeah.
And I wasn't about it. And so I was like rooting for Whitney because it's like, okay, she paid the price. Like, now let her back in.
Yeah, I agree.
But then when Whitney at the end of it took Demi's side, that was the oddest thing to me. And now they're back on the outs. And I'll be interested to see how I feel whenever season 2, part 2 comes out. Like, do I have that same grace for Demi? Because of course, after season 2, she's not my favorite. But I'm fluid. Things can change.
Do you feel like if you compare Demi and Whitney's behavior as like the villains, that Demi's was worse? Because I feel like it made Whitney look harmless.
I agree. I genuinely can't remember what Whitney did. She left a group chat?
Yeah. I mean, in real life, it was more so like she did like isolate herself, left the group chat, didn't communicate with any of us. But like it wasn't really anything crazy.
No, that's not crazy.
But your first season of reality TV, everything seems like the end of the world.
Yeah.
And now it's like, you know.
Yeah, what's that?
Exactly.
No, it is really funny. To me, it's like the best thing to happen to Whitney. Maybe that's why she like likes her so much at the moment.
Yeah.
So where do the girls stand now?
Oh gosh. So I will say right now, everyone's like pretty good with each other.
You guys are all like doing press together. You're doing a live show in Vegas tomorrow together.
Yes.
You do podcasts together.
Yes.
So things are good.
Yeah, I mean, we have our press tours, and I think that's probably the most awkward thing about fighting is we were filming season 2 while doing press, our reunion, our premiere, everything. So it's like we have to come together and be professional. Did you see like the Entertainment Tonight interview where a fight broke out?
Yeah, who was fighting?
It was Demi and Jen, and then Demi and Miranda, and then Demi and Taylor a little bit. Like it was all of them.
Oh, I saw Demi and Taylor fighting on Entertainment Tonight.
It was so bad. And I'm like, guys, like we have to be professional. This isn't our show. This is a live interview. Like,
yes, but just know like it was the best thing that ever happened to Entertainment Tonight.
It was they loved it. They're like, keep the cameras rolling. But that's the thing is like we have to do those things together, and that can't happen every podcast or interview we go on. So we all are good right now. I will say like with Demi, like I'll never be friends with her again. Like we'll never be what we were.
On the show, you guys were best friends in the beginning of the season. Was she also your best friend in real life or just your Mom Talk best friend?
Oh, no, real life. Like we went on vacation together. We spent Easter with our families together. Like it was like we were really, really, really close. That's why it hurt so much.
Yeah, and that's why you're not so quick to be like done with her. You know, a couple things happen where you're like starting to see, but like I understand why, you know, you could be forgiving about, I want to ask you about the salary thing.
Yeah.
How did that go down? Like what was she basically saying? That she'll absorb your salary and you don't have to be on the show?
I think so. It's weird because in the show, it does look like I brush over that quickly. And the reason is I didn't know half the things she had said about me at that time. So I was like, oh, you know, it's a misunderstanding. Later, I found out more and I was like, oh, yeah, that's not good. But basically, we were negotiating for season 2 and we were about to film. It was in a few weeks. And at that point, like we're 1 season in. Like I said before, my point of view is this could be a flash in the pan. I know how reality works. I've watched it forever. You don't just like get to jump up by thousands and thousands of dollars. Like they'll replace you, you know?
Yeah.
So I also had like management and my lawyer who was giving me advice on how to handle this. So I was going off of what they were telling me. And basically we were on a call and I had been doing a virtual podcast. So I joined late and it was all the husbands and wives with our lawyers and managers. And it was a call to like bounce ideas, ask questions, because that's our representation. We can say whatever we want to them and then they take it to the network. And basically on that call, they had all decided we're going to join forces and basically say like, hey, all of us are going to walk if we don't get X amount. I didn't know that because I joined late. So I joined the call and the first thing I hear is Brett telling our management, if we don't get X amount, then the whole cast is walking. Like, we're done. And that was shocking to me because I'm like, first of all, I don't want a husband speaking for me. Second of all, that's not what I'm going to do. So I said that. And they lost their minds. Brett was so mean to me on the call and so demeaning. And then afterwards, they called everyone behind my back. Like, if Jessi doesn't want to do this, if she's going to be selfish, then she's off. Like, that way there is more money for all of us. And
interesting.
Yeah. And then the things I didn't know were Demi saying I had no morals, no values. I was like fame hungry. I would do anything to be famous. She's like, I don't want to be a pawn in Jessi's hair scheme. Like, things that just took it way too far.
Yeah.
So I didn't know any of that until later on. But when we talked, it was very much like she ghosted me for a week, wouldn't talk to me. Finally, she came around, but it was very much like, you need to earn my trust back. Like, I'm so disappointed in you. And it kind of put her on a pedestal in our friendship where like she was here and I felt like I had to like beg for her forgiveness. And that was like our dynamic. And even though we were good again, I never felt like good in that.
Yeah.
So then when more and more started coming out over the season, I was like, oh, she's not a good friend. And I need to like let this go.
Understood. How did the other girls feel? Were they ready to band together for more money? Like, was everyone on board with this plan?
I think they were in the beginning because they're like, yeah, like I think Demi had read a story about Jersey Shore doing it. And so she was like, they got $1 million, so we can do that. And everyone was just like, okay. But then as time went on and we started to see how aggressive Demi was, how much she was asking for, I think some of the girls were like, oh, wait, like I'm all for making more money, banding together, but like you're being a little too excessive to the point where like we had heard whispers that maybe she would not get rewarded for that behavior.
Right.
And we don't all want to be a sinking ship.
No, you don't want to overplay your hand. Like, sure, negotiate and like you guys have earned it, but like
Well, after a few seasons, like we have to earn our stripes is how I feel, you know? So, and Taylor was right in that conversation. If anyone deserves the most, it is Taylor. And she's not asking for it.
So do all of you get paid the same? That's good.
I think that's great.
That's good for the health of the show.
It is. Because then that's not like, oh, well, she brought more to the table, because we all film 6 days a week, if not more, and we're putting in the effort. It just sucks because then like they choose what makes it and what doesn't. Like I've had full weeks of filming that like none of it made it into the show.
Right.
But that's the price you pay and you choose to do that. But we're all putting in the same amount of effort. It's just whose story kind of gets priority.
Yeah.
But Taylor got us a show. She should always deserve more. But what I love about Taylor, she's really humble. She doesn't care about money. And she's like, no, like, yeah, I got us this show, but like it wouldn't be what it is without all of us. Like she couldn't have it alone. And that's what's the difference, is she is so amazing that way.
She's very magnanimous, this Taylor Frankie Paul.
She's great.
How did you feel when Layla showed Taylor the text messages in the airplane? Who gave her that airplane?
Okay, do you want to hear a funny behind the scenes story?
I was like, because I know Taylor didn't want to go to the party, so I was like, can't you just act like your flight was delayed and you didn't make the party?
Well, if it had been up to Taylor and Layla, I don't think they would have come. But me and Macy had thrown that party, and we put so much time, money, effort into it. And I had thrown a party for Jay-Z Styles in season 1 that never made it. So me and Macy, our own businesses, like we put our money in. We were like, what if this gets cut? And we also needed to talk to Taylor about all the drama.
Right. It was everything was building up to when the girls would be together, which would have been this party.
And Saints and Sinners is like the perfect backdrop for it.
Yeah.
So we literally were like, they have to come. Like, you guys are letting them go do this brand deal in New York. Like, they have to be there. And at first it was like, they can't make it. They can't make it. We were like, no, they have to make it. So they got them a private plane.
Like who the network did?
Either that or management. I'm not sure exactly. But like whoever the powers be made it happen. And we were so grateful.
Oh my God.
They like got 2 hours of sleep, like did the photo shoot, flew the plane, came to Saints and Sinners.
Oh my God. Because when I saw that, I was like, damn.
I know.
Go off.
Everyone's like, Taylor like chartered that jet. Like, look at her. I'm like,
I don't think she wanted to be there.
So not high maintenance. She would have been in the back row of a plane. She would not spend money like that. Trust me.
No, you could tell it was like someone pushing the show forward. Like they needed to be at the party.
To be there,
for the storyline.
Which thank God they were, because it made the party so much better. And also, like, I found out that information about Demi I didn't know.
Right.
And I just think it was iconic, the saint and sinner of it all.
Yeah. No, it was a necessary, like that. It would have just been, I don't know how things would have played out, but it wouldn't have been like,
it wouldn't have been as explosive.
Much of a
and
moment.
Also Taylor walking with her angel wings, like so big.
It was
like,
very dramatic.
It was amazing.
So when Layla showed Taylor your guys' group chat, and like it was pretty like mean.
Yeah. It was,
Like, were you cringing? That's like my worst nightmare.
Yes. Luckily, like, I obviously knew about that in real life, so I didn't see it for the first time on the show.
Okay. When did Layla told you, or Taylor?
Taylor told Macy, and then Macy told all of us. And we actually confronted her in New Orleans, but didn't show.
Layla.
So, yeah. Okay. It was at one of the dinners, and it just never showed. And Layla fell on the sword and apologized, and it was fine. I understood why she did it in a sense, but it was still like, okay, are you willing to, like, lose these friendships and do that betrayal for this, and then also not stand up for Taylor even though you told her you would, you know? So like it was murky, but the way I feel,
it was like, did not stand up for Taylor. It
was one thing if she was like fully team Taylor, but I'm like, Layla.
No, it was young. Like halfway there. She is young, and that does come through, but and as a Taylor Frankie Paul stan, I was rooting for her in that moment when like, you know, everyone was against her. I was glad that she had seen the text messages, but it's also like not fair to show someone things that you've said about them when you never thought they would see them.
No, and we were all annoyed in the moment, and there was so much more to that story. Honestly, though, Demi was the only one who took it to the next level. All of us were like annoyed and upset. And me and Taylor had many conversations via text and phone, like one-on-one, talking about it. After a few days, blown over, we're good. I was mostly upset because I had publicly posted her on my story twice for CMAs, commented on every TikTok CMAs posted about her, but I just happened to have not seen that exact post she did. I was in Mexico with my kids, but everything else
interesting.
I promoted on my story.
What did she say to that?
She realized that, and she was like, "You're right. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have lumped you in with everyone else." And I was like, "Thanks. That's all I needed," because I did publicly support you.
Because I was going to ask, like, it is weird if someone does something big and you guys comment on everything. That's like,
for sure.
That is what mom talk is.
Yeah.
Like, that nobody commented, that everyone happened to be too busy that day.
Yeah.
Is odd.
No, it is. And I'll give her that. Like, that is so true. I had said to her, I wish she would have just come to the group chat and been like, hey guys, is something going on? Because in Taylor's head, she genuinely thought we planned it. So that's why I stepped in and I was like, hey, I posted you on my story when you were announced. I did a TikTok watching the CMAs. I commented on every TikTok CMAs did. I was in Mexico and I missed that one. But I did give it to her. I was like, it is so weird that we all missed it. I get that. Maybe some of the girls did it on purpose. I don't know.
Right. But you personally weren't not being supportive.
I think it was the fact that we were all on Thanksgiving break and we were trying to just be off our phones. But still, it's weird. And I told her that, like, it is weird, and I apologized. But I think it just blew up into something that Demi took to the next level, and then it got out of hand.
Yeah, because, like, she didn't, like, I guess how Taylor, like, goes online and just starts, like, having an emotional reaction. That's, like, she calls her a liability. But that's also the thing that got you the show. Like, it's a sword that cuts both ways. Like, yes, if you think of Mom Talk as a business, which I'm having my hard time wrapping my head around, like, Mom Talk. Like, when you guys are like, this is what Mom Talk stands for. I'm like, what would that mean without the show?
Okay, so the way I think of Mom Talk is Secret Lives. It's just like a code word.
Thank you.
But also, our group of friends, we are women who are working, whether it's the show or Instagram, TikTok, we all bring in income through social media. I own a few businesses, so does Macy. So we are women who are the breadwinners and showing that, like, hey, most of our husbands are stay-at-home husbands and dads, and we are the breadwinners. And I think that's what we mean by, like, we're showing that, is that women can do it all and have it all and whatever. But it is the show.
I understand. No, the way that you just explained it makes perfect sense to me. And you and I were talking before this, and I think that you guys set a really good example for women, because a lot of the girls are really pregnant right now, and like they're like on press tours and they're like doing the most and they're dancing with the bellies at Stagecoach. And I feel like a lot of the times, like when women are on reality television, it's either like before they're gonna have kids or married and it's like fun times, or it's after, like Real Housewives.
That's a good point.
Yeah, no,
it's Summer House or Housewives.
We don't really get this moment of like while you have a young family, when you're starting a family, when you have kids and are pregnant. And it's really refreshing to see these girls like out there so pregnant, like still working, like on the #1 show on TV right now. Like, I think it's great for pregnant women and just like moms and young moms too, not just like when you're 40 and your kids are in school and you can get back to work.
Yes, I agree. And we've had 5 pregnancies in the 2 seasons we've been on, which is crazy. But it's showcasing the season of life we're in now.
Yeah.
And all of the girls, like, they're pregnant and tired, but they're hustling. We're doing press tour, reunion, our premiere, filming the show. We have so much going on. And if it was like a reality show that was like, oh, it did well, but whatever, we probably wouldn't have as much going on. But because it's #1, we've gotten so many amazing opportunities. Yeah. So they've had to hustle.
No, and it's like, don't count out the pregnant women. I feel like a lot of your career sometimes does slow down, like when you're pregnant, just because you're slower and like that's how it is. And people are sort of like, okay, we'll wait till you're back.
Yes.
But no, I think it's so great what you guys are doing. And you guys kind of like cycle through it. Like Whitney was pregnant. She was sort of like, wasn't at the top of the mom, like in the front of every video. She's like taking her time, and now she's back, and she's like,
that's why there's so many of us. We can like help each other out, you know?
And I think that's great for women.
And also Taylor and Whitney both showcasing postpartum on the show.
Oh, true.
That's hard too. I actually think postpartum is sometimes harder than pregnancy.
Agreed.
And showcasing that on the show, like Whitney breast pumping every fight we're in, like it's so relatable.
No, I personally, because that's the stage of life that I'm in, I love it. I was also saying this about The Valley too. And I feel like there are now a couple more shows that are focusing on this era, and even as they talk about like what's going to happen with Summer House and like Lindsay Hubbard, and it's like, I don't need her to be on Real Housewives of New York, but I would like a show about like young families. Like, I think that's interesting,
like a Valley spinoff or Summer House. I agree with that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because there isn't much. You're right. The Valley's kind of been the first
we've been leapfrogged
suburban
over.
Family with kids show. Yeah.
And you guys are doing it too.
So. Which is crazy. I didn't think about it that way.
No, so like, thanks for your service.
You're so welcome.
What I also didn't realize is that you had a 1-year-old when you filmed season 1.
Yes.
We were just talking about this. So like, that's a hard time. That's like an intense time.
Yeah, I actually filmed, when was it? I auditioned for the show when I was 3 months postpartum.
That's so crazy.
Yes. And then we like obviously took a while to film, and then we filmed her first birthday party in season 1. So she was 1. I guess I didn't think about it that way, but you're right. Like you're postpartum the first year and you're going through all of this like hormonal change, and then you have a reality show. That's why with Taylor and Whitney, I'm like, how did they do that? Like crazy.
Yeah.
Insane.
And like the physical, I feel like to me, I also think about like the weight, like not to be like vain, but like the weight
going up and down
and being on camera. Like typically it wouldn't be like the forefront in my mind, but it's like hard to like see yourself changing so much.
Oh yeah, Taylor says that all the time about like our season 1 headshots. She's like, I was like a week postpartum, like I hate them. I'm like, I would feel that way too. Like, you look so different. You're swollen. Like, you're not yourself. It's
you're
so
not
hard.
Yourself. She's feeling like herself again.
Oh yeah, Taylor's back. Like, just wait for the next season. Like, I feel like each season we're gonna see more and more of her and all of us.
Do you
which
know
is great.
when you start filming again?
So I actually don't know. We filmed all 20 episodes, so we are done with what's coming next, and that'll be.
When
soon.
did like when was the last episode filmed ish?
We just finished like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, so the things that are happening in real time will make it. Okay, so even though they're not on the reunion, we're gonna see it all play out.
But the reunion's good because we did bring a little bit of what was going on in real time because people are seeing it online, and then also they showed us clips at the reunion, so we saw some things. So we could talk about it. But yes, like the next season.
No, and we just need more of you guys. Like seriously, I'm going through withdrawals.
No,
even
Jackie.
talking to you today, like it's all. I have put it all out of my mind. I'm like, I don't
You're like, this is actually bad for me.
I'm like thinking, I don't even remember the season. Like, what am I talking about? I'm like, why didn't you support Taylor at the CMAs?
Exactly. It's all coming back to me. But no, the next season, like if you thought this season was crazy, the next season is like insane.
Okay.
Like every season gets crazier. I don't know how. It's wild.
Okay. Well, I seriously can't wait. Thank you for indulging me in this recap and for the toasters. We've been waiting for this one. And now we're going to do the Fast 5 stories because you're a toaster. You know the drill.
I do.
We've got a lot to talk about. So without further ado, here are the Fast 5 stories that you need to know. Today's episode of The Toast is brought to you by Huggies Snug and Dry. The new Huggies Snug and Dry are luxuriously soft and ultra dry. How soft are we talking? Unbelievably soft, irresistibly soft. Doesn't your baby deserve a diaper that's oh so gentle on their tushy? They deserve the best at all times, but when it comes to diapers, like you really just want to give them the best, the coziest, and also it's great for their tushy health. No rashes, like no leaking. It's just better for everyone. We love Huggies. They are a brand that you can trust. They've been around forever, and they have the best diapers for preventing blowouts, for coziness, for characters on the diapers. They do really cute partnerships. I personally was so surprised by the softness of the Huggies Snug and Dry diapers. They feel so good, like a cloud, seriously like a cloud. And that's what your baby deserves, a cloud on their tushy. Experience the unexpected softness and up to 100% leak protection of Huggies Snug and Dry diapers. More parents choose the new Huggies Snug and Dry softness versus the leading premium diaper brand. Huggies, we got you, baby. They've got us, baby. I'm so excited for Just because now she's on the Huggies train and she gets to try the Huggies Snug and Dry diapers as well. And I can neither confirm nor deny, but rumors are swirling that Ruby approves. Ruby loves the Huggies Snug and Dry, as do parents. You know, Ruby tested, mom approved. Today's episode of The Toast is also brought to you by Roller Rabbit, another Pargy brand that's great for the family. Roller Rabbit is a lifestyle brand known for its cult favorite loungewear and iconic pajamas. Rooted in a love for vibrant prints and artisan craftsmanship, Roller Rabbit welcomes you into a world of color, comfort, and thoughtfully made style, spanning ready-to-wear, swim, bedding, accessories, men's, and more. With a spirit rooted in joy, playfulness, and the beauty of togetherness, the brand invites you to feel good in what you wear every single day. And their summer 2025 collection just launched, featuring breezy dresses, playful matching sets, swimwear, and sun-ready styles for the entire family. One thing that I love about Roller Rabbit is that I can get matching pajamas for my whole family, which we love to do. And they have the cutest prints, the coziest materials. It's just the best. They have really cute swimwear for kids. It's one of those websites you can shop on and shop for everyone in the whole family, which is just really easy. And I don't have to go to a million websites. And I'm going to get the cutest things because Roller Rabbit is super stylish. They are proudly multi-generational, offering something special for every age and stage, from baby to grandparents, so you can get the whole family matching. Visit rollerrabbit.com and take 20% off your purchase of $150 or more with code TOAST at checkout. That's ROLLER RABBIT.com with code TOAST for 20% off your order of $150 or more. Terms and exclusions apply. Today's episode of The Toast is also brought to you by Rhoback. We love our Rhoback here at The Toast, and girls, you need to listen up because we need to talk about Rhoback's new summer drop. If you're a gal on the go, like coffee in one hand, AirPods in another, calendar packed to the brim, Rhoback is about to be your whole personality. We are obsessed. Let's start with the demi dress. She's sporty, she's flirty, she's giving hot tennis girl vibes, even if your idea of cardio is running late. It's made with this magical performance fabric that's somehow breathable, flattering, and has built-in shorts. Yes, built-in shorts, bless up. We can bend over and have our children without our tushies hanging out. We love her. She's the moment. Then there's the Steffi Active Skirt, which is just main character energy. You know, when you're sprinting through a Target parking lot because you're late again, the Steffi says, I'm late, but make it chic. She's high-waisted, comfy, and also comes with built-in shorts because Rhoback gets us. Whether you're actually playing pickball at 7 a.m. or just dressed like you are, we won't judge. She's got you covered. And honestly, the whole collection is peak, sporty, but polished energy. It's like they bottled up everything we love: functionality, style, comfort, and turned it into wearable serotonin. Use the code TOAST on Rhoback.com for a generous 20% off your first order through the end of this week. That's spelled RHOBACK.com. And again, that's code TOAST for a nice 20% off your first order through the end of this week. Get your summer styles ready, your cute active wear, even if we're just hanging out and we're not actually working out. That's okay. We're going to look super cute in our Rhoback tennis dresses. Thank you to Rhoback. Our first story was a video that dropped yesterday after we finished recording that sort of broke the internet as much as one video can.
I'm sure it broke Claudia's brain as well. I saw her story and that's how I saw it.
It broke my brain, yes. Honestly, because Meghan Markle posted a video of her and Prince Harry in the delivery room while she was waiting for the birth of their daughter, Lilibet, in 2021. Yesterday was Lilibet's birthday. She posted like about...
Oh, that's why. I was like, this is so random.
Yeah. She posted like a couple like sweet tributes to her daughter and then also posted this moment from her pregnancy in 2021 where they're dancing to the Baby Mama dance song. Like
that was a trend there for a minute.
Yeah, but you know what I saw this morning? And I don't want to give any credence to any like rumors, but I did because you just mentioned it. This song came out in 2021, like a month before this video was filmed. But it wasn't a trending song until 2023. Like,
oh.
Yeah.
So did she start the trend?
I don't know.
But she just posted it for the first time.
Right. But if she took the video in 2021, like, but the song wasn't really popular. I don't know how she found it and knew every word.
Especially because she's not like the most like skilled with like
right. She's not like so. Media. She's like
not trendy.
A millennial social media user, like not on the forefront of trends. Yeah. Like so. Just want to say that it came out in 2021, a month before the video, so the song was out. Okay. I don't know what people are alluding to with that. I think people like have weird conspiracy theories about her pregnancies. I don't buy. I'm literally not bought into any of that. I want to talk about the video at hand. Yeah. Take out the timeline.
Yes.
They're dancing to Baby Mama's song in the delivery room while she's like trying to induce labor. She's like a week after her due date. And she's breaking it down. She's an amazing dancer. I love videos of people dancing.
Especially that pregnant. Yeah. Like that's insane.
No, I loved watching this video of her. Like she's got the moves. Yeah. He is like petering in and out. Like I just know Claudia's
like,
dying.
Look at me.
Yeah, no, and it's just so weird. Yeah. But I really was like so shocked by this video. Not a lot shocks me anymore. Like, and scandalized by it. Like, it's just so, like, regular. It's so mom talk. Like, this is something Whitney would do.
You're so right. That's why it felt familiar.
Literally. And it's Meghan and Prince Harry.
Yes, I know. It was very, like, normal of them. But also, why post it 4 years later?
Yeah, well, now she's in her content queen era.
You're right.
And she's going into the archives. She wasn't posting anything before.
Yeah,
oh my God.
Right.
And also, like, the queen was alive.
So
like, I'm sorry.
Oh, you couldn't have been doing that. You're right.
No.
This would have been removed in 10 seconds. But isn't it funny that she thought to set it up and film it knowing she wasn't posting it? That was just for them.
Yeah.
So does that show, like, their personalities a little?
I think so. In a good way for me.
Like, me too.
That's just, like, fun stuff that you do with your husband. You're silly in the waiting, like, in triage. And I think it's a really cute video, but I'm just like shocked that she posted it, that's how they are sometimes.
Because it's so not the public persona they put off.
No.
So it is shocking. Also, I want to know, did it work? Like, did her water break after?
Oh, I don't know. Probably.
Because her caption was like, we tried everything, spicy food.
So then we had to get to this.
Yeah.
It's like a really long video too. It's like, she knows the whole dance, all the words, him too. He's like on the beat. Yeah. Harry's got the beat.
He's got the beats. it was interesting for sure. I was like, okay.
I just want everyone to know, like, I was seriously shocked by this video. Like, jaw on the floor.
Yeah.
In a positive way. And also just, like, thinking about Queen Elizabeth, like, I'm not
No,
okay.
I kind of wish it would have dropped 3 years ago. Like, just to see,
She would have happened. Queen Elizabeth would have dropped. Okay. Exactly. Watching her grandson. Baby mama, let me see you. Like, I can't.
No. But you know what? That's why they left, is they want to do things like this. But I think they need to lean into that.
Yeah, I think more and more they will, especially, like, I think they've gotten their feet wet and, like, they're doing a lot of content. Now she's posting, like, much more. So I think they'll be doing more of this and in real time, too.
Does he post a lot?
I don't even know. I don't think he has an Instagram. I think it's just, like, the Sussexes, their, like, official Instagram.
Okay. Which I've always been curious, maybe you know, why do they keep the royal titles if they're not in the royal family?
That's a really earnest question.
Do you think about that?
I mean, like, I think a lot of people are like, they don't say it in such an earnest way. They're like, why do they keep the titles?
I'm like...
Yeah, I mean...
Maybe they have to?
No.
They don't? Okay.
No, it's like clout.
It's clout.
Like, would you renounce being a duchess just because you didn't get along with the family?
But they made such, like, a big fuss about leaving the royal family that it's like, you would think if that was the case, they'd want to, like, drop every tie.
Yeah, no, it's a bit contradictory.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But I would know. You couldn't pry the title from my cold dead hands.
Totally. Like, I want the title, I don't want the work. Like,
yeah, but I think I would have been up for the work. I don't really know. Like, just knowing, like, how I am, like, I just think I would have been up for the challenge, or I just would have, if I'm not that sort of person, like, I would have stayed away.
It's a lot of, like, philanthropy events.
It's not glamorous.
No, it's a lot of work.
I think people go into it like, oh my God, I'm a princess, like, slay.
No.
And no, you're, like, at a local ribbon cutting for the opening of a library. Yeah. Like, it's not.
And she was a working actress, so that's kind of like a fast-paced life on, like, a really popular show. So maybe it was just jarring for her to go to a different type of work. I don't know.
I think it was just not what she thought it was going to be. And, like, she's not getting along with everyone. Like, let's get out of here.
Yeah, I hate my life. Let's leave. But I just am curious, like, what made Harry, like,
well, that's the bigger question, because I feel like her actions are understandable. Like, this isn't for me. I want out. And the fact that, like, he just, like, hightailed it and turned on, and then the, like, not even just leaving the family, which I think was, like, really scandalous, but, like, then airing all the dirty laundry, writing the book, just not in the best way.
Like, you can leave the family business without, like, burning all the bridges.
Right.
You know, but maybe in royalty you can't. Maybe that it's all or nothing. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the bridges were burning, and then he really just...
Like,
instead of, but, like, you could have repaired the bridges.
Yes.
But
I wonder if they ever will.
No, at this point, no. No, I'm sorry. The book, I think, was the final straw.
You're right.
People forget about it, but William doesn't.
No, it'll never happen again.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad.
It is sad.
Like, you're so close with your family. I am too. Like, I just can't imagine getting to that point. But not all families are like that.
Yeah.
It's sad.
It is sad. It's very sad. Our next story is a little unhappy couple news. Dakota Johnson and Chris Martin have split after 8 years together, I believe. She ditched her engagement ring while shopping in New York City after her and Chris Martin have now called things off for good.
That's so sad.
It is sad. I feel like we've been prepared for this because they kind of are on and off again. And, like, this isn't the first time there's been, like, rumors about them. Okay. But I thought they were a great, cute couple.
I know. And, like, 8 years is a long time. What I thought about is, like, his kids. Like, I'm sure they see her as a stepmom. Gwyneth Paltrow gets along with her, she said.
Like, it's a really good family unit. So it's also sad that now there's, like, a gap that might be filled by someone who is not as harmonious as Dakota.
Because that's really hard to blend a family. Like, we co-parent with my husband's ex-wife, and it's really great, but I know it can go sour so quickly. So, like, it sucks that they had, like, this perfect unit. And but have you seen, like, how she's, like, really close with, like, Pedro Pascal? She's filming a show with. Like there's been, like, photos of them spotted together, and people are saying rumors. So I almost think the timing's kind of weird.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen that. Thanks for the tea.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the movie Blended?
No.
You have to watch it.
Is it good?
Oh my God, it's so good. It's one of my favorite movies, and it's about a blending.
Wait, is it Adam Sandler?
And Drew Barrymore.
Yes, I've seen, like, things of it, but I haven't seen the movie.
It's such a great, like, starter kit for blending a family. It's so cute.
Like, I need to go watch. I should have watched that 5 years ago when I was doing
every
it.
family that's, like, blending, I'm like, watch Blended.
Okay, that's good to know. Maybe we should tell Chris Martin, like, for your next relationship.
Definitely watch Blended. Toast movie of the week.
But it's just sad because, like, I remember, like, was it, like, 3 or 4 years ago, he had done a concert and it was like, I dedicate this song to my whole universe, and it was her and she was in the audience. Like, when you see things like that, it is sad when it ends.
I agree. And when you're with someone for 8 years, it's more than a breakup, even though they weren't married or they didn't have kids. It's like a divorce.
Aren't you married, like, if you're together 7
like
years.
Like a common law marriage.
Yes. Like, so basically they were.
Yes. It's not just like a 2-year relationship that's like, you know.
But I guess we should have known like they hadn't gotten married and they were engaged for how long? Like that's usually not a great sign.
Yeah, but then I just it depends on the person. But sometimes with like someone like Dakota, I just chalk it up to like her being different. You know?
Yeah, you're right. I could see that. Yeah. But also Gwyneth's a little different too.
Right.
So maybe he's a type.
Like, so probably he's a little different.
Yes.
Where like, no, we're not having a traditional marriage, but like I'll give you a ring because you're my partner. And like,
it's a promise ring.
It's, it's like a commitment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will be curious to see who they both date next.
Yeah. Especially him, just because he dates really fabulous women. I don't know like who she's typically
like,
dated.
What's her type? I don't know.
I don't know either.
It's very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be...
That is good. I can add them to the list of eligibles.
Yeah, add her to the list.
I think I will.
And him. How old is he now? He's got to be like near his 50s, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Because they have like an 18-year-old daughter.
She's 35.
Oh, okay.
He is 48.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Not a huge age gap.
No, not a huge age gap. I saw something so weird this morning. Speaking of age gaps in reality television, like on The Bachelor in Paradise, I think they're sending like golden bachelors down there with the youngins.
I saw that, and then Jesse Palmer was like, "We hope that there's an age gap relationship." I'm like, what?
And then when people push back on it, he was like, "No, like Bill Belichick, like it's all the like age. What? Like
that's not a great example.
That's not the takeaway from Bill Belichick.
No, that's not couple goals.
It's not like more of this, please."
And also, I just feel like sometimes it works. Sometimes it really doesn't. Like, usually it's one of them taking advantage of the other. You know?
I think that's so weird, and I don't understand how they're like getting away with that. You would think the powers that be would just be like, "That's an awful idea."
Yes, I think it's because they are so desperate to like keep it
fresh, and people love Golden Bachelor, but like not on the beach.
Why. Yeah, I thought when they announced that it was going to be like the Goldens are here and the Youngins are here and they come together for activities and that's it.
Yeah.
That's going to be interesting. I will say I want to watch it just to see what happens.
Are you kept up on The Bachelor?
Not really. I did watch last season because I met Grant before he went on and he was really nice and I liked him. So I was like, okay, I'll watch.
How'd you meet
him? At going to the Golden Bachelorette finale.
Oh, he was already like in the world of Bachelor.
Yes. So he was like already like slated to be the Bachelor.
And your Hulu ABC family.
Yes. So we kind of have a lot of crossover. And then Latia, who was on his season, is one of my friends. So she's like a Mormon wife, or not Mormon wife, but a Mormon, hope to be wife someday. So I feel like it was kind of like, you know, like the same vibe and everything. So I watched that season, but before that I hadn't watched it in years.
Yeah.
I also feel like Love Island has like taken over.
Are you going to watch this season?
Love Island? Yeah, I watched the new one on the way here.
I'm going to be watching, but I got really sick last night, guys. I don't know if I told you that.
Like pregnancy sick?
No, I thought it was at first because I was just like feeling really off and unwell. And then I like took a nap for like late, like by 7. And I woke up, I was like, I'm going to throw up. I literally threw up all my guts up, which I gag all the time. And like maybe would like throw up like in my mouth, but not to be gross.
Yeah.
But not like spill my guts up.
Yeah.
Like I had a little bit of a bug or something.
Was it
last
like
night.
food poisoning or
I think like food poisoning. Not,
Dang.
just something like, I don't know.
And that on top of pregnancy is like the worst.
Oh my gosh. So last night I was just like focused on recovering.
Okay, yeah. How do you feel today?
I feel good.
Good, okay.
Yeah.
I've been like losing my voice. So between us
and I was
two,
like,
we're
I'm not
just sick.
fucking missing Jessi, so you better get it together.
I would have waited. I'm just like, okay, I'll just wait until she shows up.
No. I was like, we can keep it together for a few hours.
But Love Island's a long watch. It's like almost 2 hours.
Right. So,
and it's every day, right?
No, it's really crazy. But I will get into it this week because I know like it
was good. I think they have big shoes to fill. That's what scares me. Because it did so well that I think if anyone comes in trying to like recreate that, it's not gonna go well. But I think Ariana being the host is great. I think that she'll bring that same energy. But I just think that like Bachelor and Bachelor in Paradise have a lot to compete with now. Yeah. So they've got to keep it fresh somehow. So maybe that's
this is their big idea. Bill Belichick.
We'll see. We'll see if it pans out.
Our next story is a little reality TV news because Kim Zolciak and Kroy Biermann's daughter, Ariana Biermann, who is now on this new Bravo show, Next Gen NYC, she claims that her parents spent all of her money amid their divorce. So on the new episode of the show, on the premiere, she said, "I've been on TV since I was 5 years old. I did reality television with my family, and then I started posting on Instagram. I got my first brand deal when I was 14. I feel like we were all there. We all remember this time, Express Smile Atlanta. She said, I was doing like 3 posts a week and you get paid astronomical to do a story or do an Instagram post, and I made quite a bit of money. But unfortunately, my parents took my money. She said she can't say exactly what her parents used the money on, but found out that it was gone 2 years ago. She said, I don't even know how much money I made over the time period. Nobody was honest. There was no transparency, and I have no idea where it actually went.
How old is she?
She is now 23.
So why did she not get it when she turned 18?
Oh, I don't know.
Right? Like, you would think that's how it works.
Yeah.
And this opens up a bigger discussion about influencers, kids who are working in that realm, parents. Like, isn't there laws against this?
Definitely. And I think like the most recent conversation people were having about it was like family channels that kids should get paid when they are in their parents' content, which is like, yeah, that's a good idea.
It's like an allowance.
This is even crazier because it's not even like she's getting residuals from her mom's job. Like
this is like a child actor.
Yes.
And the parents are managing the money and they blew it.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
It's terrible, especially because she doesn't even know what they spent it on. It was probably just like Uber Eats and like nothing you can even see.
Like, isn't she the one with like a wig collection? Like, it was probably all the wigs. And
No, and Claudia has always said for years, like the level of wealth that they live at, like just doesn't seem to be consummate with how much money they could potentially be making.
Yeah.
So she's also like wiping the bank's accounts of her, and she also has another daughter. But I wonder if because Brielle's older, if Kim didn't hit this desperate time before Brielle got her money.
That could be it.
Yeah.
But how sad that like the older one gets it all and then you're just like shit out of luck.
No, that's really sad.
Do you think that there's like, do they talk? Is there animosity?
I think that they do talk because in the show, like in the preview, like she's dropping her off in New York, like giving her a hug, saying goodbye.
So like, is this going to create issues? Like, that's crazy.
I don't know. But I also feel like for Kim, she would be like, yeah, honey, like air it out on TV.
You're right.
Like, that's the job.
It's true.
But it
reality.
doesn't make Kim look good.
No. That's what's shocking to me is like, this isn't like reality where you're fighting with your friends. Like when you have your family involved, that's what like scares me. Like, how do you come back from that? Like your mom stole from you. How much do you think their brand deals were as kids?
I feel like probably like a couple $1,000 like for stories and posts. Like, so what was in the account? Maybe like at least like $200,000.
Yeah, because it adds up quickly.
Yeah,
and they're doing
it for
work.
years.
Like, that's so awful.
That's so awful.
Is this the one that like keeps getting divorced and then not divorced?
With Kroy, yeah.
Yeah, okay. There's probably a lot of legal fees too that this money went to.
Imagine if all this money went to lawyers. Like, it just seriously flush it down the toilet. And they're not even getting divorced, or they are.
Yeah,
like,
who knows? That's really, really sad.
Yeah.
But I think that's like the horror stories you hear about families in the media, especially when kids start out young. And like when your family is on display like that, it does scare me. Like I would never do this to my kids, but it scares me about putting my kids in the limelight because it can just, some people take fame and money and it just like turns them into different people. And I feel like that's like a prime example.
Yeah. Do you find that with any of the cast members on your show?
Maybe one or two. One specifically.
I mean, it's really like, it's intoxicating.
It is.
Like the fame and the money.
I think the crazy thing is like our show was so successful overnight that it was like, like this huge thing. And with Demi specifically, like overnight fan favorite. She got so much love and praise. That can't not go to your head, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like she took it to that level. And then the weird thing for me is that she stood on like, but I don't care about any of this fame, money, none of it affects me. But she was the one who was probably the most affected by it.
Right.
But
while also like making fun of Taylor for not caring about money.
Yeah. Like she said that and then said I was fame hungry, and we're like, both me and Taylor are like, what? Like it just didn't make sense. But I will say, I think you'll see more of this next season. But since the season has come out, I do feel like watching herself back humbled her a little bit.
I feel like that could happen. And I can hold space for someone that they see that and that they are like apologetic, because to see yourself is different than like to live it from your own experience.
Yes.
But then when you see other people's like what they're going through and their testimonials and like it just, you realize like not everything is just from your point of view.
And in real life, you never get to like live your memories back like that and be like, oh, I can look at this from another angle. So I think it was beneficial for her because she was like, oh, I did this wrong. And I think it did humble her a little bit. And I will say like I've seen a different side. So that's good.
But do you also feel like it's the fans' reaction that's like, well, whatever I did didn't work. Let's try something new.
Yeah, it could be. Like, oh, if I'm apologetic and I'm friends with the girls again, like the public will like me.
Yeah.
I've thought about that. And that's why for me, I'm good with her. She's going to be my coworker. I can be friendly and civil, but I will never trust her and let her in the same way as I did before.
And I'm sure some of the other girls too. It's like
that's how we all feel. Yeah,
you have to like question, at least in the beginning, someone's intentions when they're apologizing because they've gotten in trouble.
Yeah,
why are they apologizing?
Exactly. It's like, you didn't reflect on your actions before, but you are now. Like the podcast she had done talking about me and Taylor was a week before the show came out. So she was clearly very firm in her opinion still. And then the show came out and it flipped. So yeah, like you have to take things with a grain of salt for sure. But this world's weird. Like everyone's like opinions and behaviors change on a dime. Because the fan reaction is like an unpaid character in the show.
No, it's so
crazy.
True.
Like we all have it in our heads, you know?
Yeah, and what's funny about your show is there's not really a split audience reaction. It's not like people really being like, Team Demi, Team Taylor. Like, and even last season, like with Whitney, it's not really split. Like it's
like we hate Whitney. She is the villain. Yeah. You know? And like same with Demi this year.
But I kind of like how you guys don't take it so seriously. Like, it's like, okay, I'm the villain today. Yeah. I'm going to play into it. I'm going to do the TikToks. They made like villain TikToks.
Yes.
Like, cool.
That's the only thing you can do. Yeah. I think. And I will say, like, I go back and forth on this because I think that Demi and Whitney both gave villain energy in real life. Like, they said and did things that gave the producers material to be the villain, right? I don't think that, like, Macy could have been painted a villain, by example. You know, like, you have to do certain things. But I will say that with time, things change and you can evolve as a person. Like, in real life, like, that's how life works. So, like, I will leave space for that. But I just don't think people can blame it on editing.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of villains try to do that in reality TV. So I'm glad they're at least leaning into it, but I hope there is like evolution and like change. And I saw that with Whitney. So I will say like Whitney is a good example of like seeing her behavior, correcting it and trying to be better. And I hope Demi does that too.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see because it feels like Demi's a little more hard-headed.
She is. She's very opinionated. She's a Leo, so she's like fiery.
But I could also see her having like a fire apology. Like
totally.
Like doing because she's well-spoken, she's like really smart. I could see her and me being like, okay, Whitney, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, she's very passionate. So like no matter what she does it with passion, which is like admirable. But like, yeah, like even apologizing, you're right. Like I think I said it on the show that she speaks like a therapist. And I think that's why I'm scared of her at times because she's so well-spoken that she can convince you the sky is green. And you're like, no, you're right. Like, that's what's hard about her. But it's such a good quality to be that well-spoken. So she definitely has strengths, and I hope she plays into those in like the best way and not like the worst way.
I'm laughing so hard thinking about me next season being like, Demi's really changed.
Okay, I don't think you will think that. Okay. Maybe season 4.
And then, oh my God. And then what was so crazy is like this whole season was like a season, you know? And then the last 5 minutes, like, I'm watching a whole nother show.
I know. That's a little sneak peek into what you're going to get next season.
I, like, can't even go down that road yet. And I'm seeing, like, Marciano making TikToks. I'm like, bro, I'm like, you're not even part of the story yet.
No, he's being so thirsty, and it's actually ruining it. Like, can you stop?
Like, give us a little mystery, because right now when I see all these TikToks, I'm like, okay, you are so thirsty. Yeah. Whatever you said in that hotel room, I don't believe.
Well, good. I'm glad.
Yeah, and it seems like the way things are playing out after the show, like, nobody believes that. That's, like, clearly not what happened.
I think the reunion will give a little more into the real story, and then next season will give obviously the whole story. But I do agree that I think for him, he should have like laid low.
Yeah.
I just want everyone to know we are not affiliated with that. Like, we did not say like make this content. Like,
oh, I don't think so.
Yeah, I think people think we all have this master plan together. Like, Demi and Marciano, then me and Marciano. Like, we all planned this to get relevancy for both shows. Like, that is not what happened. But for himself and his like brand, he should have just like been mysterious.
Like, who is this guy? Oh my gosh, it's somebody's secret lover. And then like when it's really about you, like come out and tell your side. But like all the videos I'm seeing against my will, I don't trust you and what you're saying.
Yeah, which I guess is good for me.
Which is good for you. Like, I don't even, when I think, I'm like, I did not even remember that fact until now.
It's so crazy because I obviously
like,
knew.
Did you freak out when you saw that?
Well, I knew it was coming.
Okay.
So like, I knew. I, for a month, was like, my life's over. I'm panicked. Like, people are going to hate me. I'm the real villain. Like, panicked. And then it happened and like no one talked about it.
No, like nobody moved. It's like we were all hung up on the rest of the season.
Like, Demi being the villain. And like, thanks to me, like she took like that spot for me. But like, I've seen obviously a little bit, but mostly people are saying what you're saying. Like, we don't believe this man. So that's great for me. But I will say there's like so much more to that story. And I look forward to like the whole truth coming out because there's so much.
Your guys' episode of Vanderpump Villa.
It was not that exciting.
It
was supposed to be better. It wasn't. But you can. Maybe it'll give you a little backstory.
I like to have the whole story whenever I'm judging a thing.
Okay, watch it before the next season. Right before.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't need to watch it right now.
Yeah. I have to watch Love Island.
Yeah, you have other things on your contemplate. You're good.
My contemplate. Today's episode of The Toast is also brought to you by Everyday Dose. Everyday Dose is the coffee brand that everybody is talking about because it is coffee plus benefits. It combines 100% Arabica coffee with powerful ingredients like lion's mane and chaga, collagen protein, nootropics to fuel your brain, boost focus, and give you clean, sustained energy all day long. No crash, no jitters, just clean, sustained energy. I feel like as we get older, especially I've heard from a lot of moms, and I've experienced this as well, where we obviously need caffeine. We're going to have a coffee in the morning, but that anxiousness that comes along with it, the jitters, we want to skip all that. And Everyday Dose solved for that. Their coffee gives you that caffeine boost, but without the jitters and the anxiety that sometimes can come along with drinking coffee. So their Coffee Plus is a mild roast, light and smooth, low acidity, which is easy on sensitive stomachs for mellow energy. Get 45% off your first subscription order of 30 servings of Coffee Plus or Bold Plus, which is a rich blend of medium roast 100% Arabica coffee, robust and full-bodied, yet smooth, with an extra boost of energy. You'll also receive a starter kit with over $100 in free gifts, including a rechargeable frother and gunmetal serving spoon by going to everydaydose.com/toast or entering TOAST at checkout. You'll also get free gifts throughout the year. That's everydaydose.com/toast. for 45% off your first order. That is a nice, generous code. Thank you so much to Everyday Dose. Today's episode of The Toast is also brought to you by Symbiotica. Symbiotica is here to change our summers and put us set out on the best foot because Symbiotica supplements are one of the easiest ways that I found to stay consistent with my health goals, even during a busy summer. So Symbiotica benefits of this supplement. They support gut health for smoother digestion, promotes clear, radiant complexion, and fuels cellular energy to support healthy aging. This Symbiotica also, we were just talking about sea moss, how sea moss is all the rage right now, and they have sea moss in their product. They have everything good that you need in this little tincture. And if you are wanting to stay on top of your health and wealth and wellness, especially this summer, we want to be feeling like our best selves. The Symbiotica supplements are going to do that for you with Irish sea moss and liposomal vitamin C, which benefits collagen production, glowing skin, antioxidants. It's an immunity booster, which I really need right now because I don't want to be struck by sick season when I'm trying to have a good time right now. Plus, it has faster nutrient absorption, and it's a tasty citrus vanilla flavor, which is Pargy, and we love. So taking Symbiotica supplements are going to help you stay consistent with your health goals and have a Pargy girl summer. So go to symbiotica.com/toast today to get 20% off plus free shipping. And of course, I will spell that for you. symbiotika.com/toast to get 20% off plus free shipping at Symbiotica and get your lil tincture and get well this summer. Today's episode of The Toast is also brought to you by Prolon. Speaking of wellness, sometimes wellness can suffer. I love going out with my friends, love eating, drinking soda. Sometimes it takes a toll, though. And when my body needs a reset, Prolon's fast 5-day fasting mimicking diet delivers. Now they've upped their game with Next Gen, packing the same science-backed benefits into a cleaner, more convenient, and tastier format. So Prolon is a plant-based nutrition program featuring soups, snacks, and beverages designed to nourish the body while keeping it in a fasting state, triggering cellular rejuvenation and renewal. So first of all, I love a nutrition program where they send everything I need to eat to my house. Thank you. I don't have to think about cooking, and I'm going to be the Snatchler in 5 days. So their Next Gen program builds on the Prolon with 100% organic soups and teas, a richer taste, and ready-to-eat meals. It was developed over decades at USC's Longevity Institute and backed by top U.S. medical centers. Prolon has been shown to support biological age reduction, metabolic health, skin appearance, fat loss, and energy. So the beauty of Prolon is that their food in their system, kind of tricks your body into thinking that it's fasting. So you get all the benefits of fasting without having to do all of the fasting, and you will just feel so great 5 days later. If you're looking for a way to kickstart your summer health goals, start with Prolon. To help you jumpstart a plan that delivers real results, Prolon is offering the Toast listeners an exclusive chance to be among the first to try Next Gen with 15% off site-wide plus a $40 bonus gift when you subscribe to their 5-day program. Just visit prolonlife.com/toast. That's PROLONLIFE.com/toast to claim your 15% discount and your bonus gift. That's prolonlife.com/toast. Our next story, someone who can actually convince you that the sky is green. The Wicked Part 2 trailer, Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo put Glinda and Elphaba to the test in a dazzling first footage from the sequel. So Part 2, Wicked for Good, is the second part of the movie coming out. And the trailer just dropped. Plus, earlier this week, John M. Chu, the director, said that they're actually writing original music for this movie. And they're working with Steven Schwartz, I think is the original composer who wrote the first song. So they will be like in line with the Elk of Wicked music.
Which is more exciting for this show. Like, I mean, this movie's going to do great regardless, but like that makes it even bigger, right?
Yeah, especially because like they used all the good songs on the first movie. The only song we're still waiting for is For Good. And like then I guess some reprises of
the old ones.
Because
those were in the trailer.
Yeah. Even like Melikanama Nama. I'm like, where have I heard this before? Oh yeah, Wicked that I just watched.
So I will say the trailer like did make me realize why they split it into 2 parts. When they first announced it was 2 parts, I was like, what? Like why? But now I'm like, yeah, each version of this story needed to like have its moment.
That's generous of you. I'll save my like thoughts on that until I see the whole movie. Because right now it does still feel like a money grab, and like they're just like so long-winded. They take themselves so serious that they can't make them
as long.
It will probably be long, but they seriously can't make a movie less than 6 hours. Like, are you okay?
This first one was what, like 3.5 or something?
Yeah. And so like and I loved the first movie. So I'm trusting them. I'm trusting the process. But seeing the second trailer made me excited again. Yeah. It's like good parchy content. Like the music
fun to have like a moment in time.
It's fun. So I'm not mad at it, but I'm still not convinced it needed to be 2 movies.
I agree with you in that sense. I think what made me realize that was when they brought like the Dorothy and like the Tin Man.
It's a whole other world.
Yes. Yeah. And I hope it's not 5 seconds. I hope that they like have a little bit of that.
I agree. Like we almost need it to bleed into Wizard of Oz movie.
And then do you think they'll redo that?
I think so. I think I saw something. Rumors were swirling about who's playing Dorothy in.
Yes, because they don't show the face.
They don't show the face yet. But I had seen. I think she was in Matilda the musical on Netflix, something like that. Because she was at the premiere of the first movie, and they were like saying, "I think that." But then they could build a whole world around that around Dorothy.
That's what they're doing,
and do a new Wizard of Oz. Because we're due for a new Wizard of Oz movie.
It's been how many years?
Like 500.
Yeah, exactly. It's about time.
Yeah.
No, I agree with that. I think that's why I was interested. Is I was like, oh, there's so going to be more story here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree when you think about that, because otherwise it's just like they're splitting. It's like the penultimate scenes in the movie when like they're not getting along.
Which it was really just them two in the trailer. Like,
right.
It's really just about them.
It's really just about them. So we'll see what they do with it. But I'm excited to get back in. Like, Wicked was such a fun time. I even have been listening to the music again recently. It was just so good.
It was amazing. Like, it is a pop culture moment in time.
Yeah.
So they filmed all of it at the same time, right? So why do you think they're a year apart? Just to drag it out?
I think so, to have that, like, Christmas movie box office moment.
You're right. It's actually crazy that we're, like 6 months away from that?
Yeah.
Because it comes out in November?
Yeah. Time flies.
That's insane. Like, it just happened.
I know.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Last November, I think it was like the weekend that came out was the CMA's drama. So I feel like that was yesterday.
Oh my God, is that what you associate with Wicked?
No, literally.
Or you're like at Wicked with your kids and your phone's blowing up like Taylor posted a video.
Yeah, 100%. Like I remember going to see Wicked and I didn't know that Demi was going to see it and she had parked right next to me and I like sent her a picture. I was like, you're at Wicked too. And we were texting about the movie and then texting about Taylor right after. So like hopefully nothing happens when Wicked 2 comes out because I have PTSD.
That's so funny. My Wicked movie-going experience is associated with that was the week that we switched my son to a toddler bed. And so the whole time I was just like, is he staying in his bed? Like I literally did he fall asleep
Was
yet?
he home in the bed?
Yeah.
Oh, yep.
And it was all fine, but the whole time I'm like, did he fall asleep? Is he staying in the bed?
Did he fall out? Like, no, it can happen. Has he?
No, he has like the rail. It's like a crib converted.
No, my son still fell out of that. Like, terrible.
Thanks,
yeah,
great.
yeah. It's been 6 months. You're good. Like, you're past that.
No. And so I wonder maybe when Wicked Part 2 comes out, my younger one will be
in the
converting.
bed. It's so true because what's their age gap?
A year and a half.
Oh, yeah. Like, you're just going to be on that cycle.
And he already does everything, like, faster.
And then when, like, Wizard of Oz comes out, it'll be your third in the bed. Like,
I'm cracking up. That's, like, I still remember when I saw Hannah Montana, the movie, which was, like, the most exciting thing that ever happened to me as a young girl.
Yeah.
Obsessed with Hannah Montana. We saw the movie at midnight. And the whole time I was worried I left my hair iron on.
Oh, no.
And it, like, really, I wound up seeing the movie 3 times in theaters, but, like, I will never forget
That's, like, your brain.
The whole time I have a hit, like, did I leave on my hair iron?
Isn't it funny how, like, a scent, a sound, a memory can, like, correlate with something and you remember it always?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like, I remember seeing the Lizzie McGuire movie. It was the same thing as Hannah Montana. Like, in theaters, I remember the outfit I wore because I was so excited. Like, it looked like Lizzie McGuire.
Were you a Lizzie girl?
Yes. Well, I was both. Like, I loved them. But it's funny how you correlate those things.
It is so funny.
Core memory.
Core memory.
Yes.
I feel like so many childhood moments were ruined by thinking I left my hair iron on.
Are you OCD like that?
I guess.
Because I am. I still do that.
I've gotten to a place where I've realized that even if I leave my hair iron on, it's okay. Not that I do it, but like, it's just not.
Do you have one that shuts off automatically?
No.
That could change your life, honestly.
It could change my life. I have the Baby Bliss Pro.
Oh, okay. Those are really good.
What do you use?
I have my own Hot Tools, so I use mine. Okay. But I've used Babyliss, everything else.
Is that what it's called? Babyliss?
Yeah. Well, I've always said
not Baby Bliss.
It's Babyliss or Babyliss, but I actually don't know. So one of us is right.
No, I mean, I would say the hair expert is right.
I would assume I'm right because that's how I like learned it in hair school.
Yeah, when Babyliss came to your salon and told you about their new product.
Probably.
You were right.
But watch me be wrong. And like they reach out to me and they're like, you're so embarrassing.
That is so, no, let's just see.
Yeah, how do you pronounce Babyliss or Babyliss?
Baby Bliss is what I called it.
But it's like you're pronouncing it the way it's spelled. Like that's right.
No, wait.
Is it even
okay?
legal?
It's Babyliss.
Yeah.
But the second B is capital, so it's Babyliss.
Oh my gosh. I didn't even pick up on that. Babyliss.
I'm seriously cracking up. I've been using this iron since, like, I've been using a Babyliss iron since college, calling it Baby Bliss.
That's hilarious. Like, keep it. It's like the Elf
classic
thing. Like,
Jax.
it is. Like, just keep going. You need to get a brand deal with them. That's iconic.
Oh my God, totally. We haven't even talked about hair yet.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to ask you to do my hair, but that would have just been really annoying.
Is that your natural color?
It is.
I am so jealous. Like, never change that.
Thank you.
Are you worried about like when you do go gray?
No, because, you know, I guess the only worrying thing is, like, if I want to keep my color, like, how will I find it?
That's what I'm saying. Like, you would have to color it to keep the red.
Yeah.
But it probably won't be for 20 plus years, so you're fine.
No, for me, it's like I love my hair color, but more than that, I love, like, not having to color my hair. Like, I feel like it's, like, a level of maintenance that I don't even realize I'm so privileged to not have to experience. Like, every, 6 weeks?
Yes, well, for me,
I can't even look at my nails. I can't even get a manicure.
No, right? And when you're so busy and you're a mom, like I'm so jealous of you. My natural hair is platinum blonde. Like I am very blonde. Yeah, you would never know, but I like to be darker, so I have to do my roots every 2 weeks. Like I am blonde. Like it looks gray when it comes in. So I'm very, very jealous.
But you recently went this dark.
Yes. But I've been darker for like 2 years. But my whole life I was blonde. And it's funny because I look back at photos now and I'm like, ew. Like,
no, the dark. What is it called? You're a moon? Or something?
Yes, I'm a moon, not the sun. But I'm so jealous because I have so much maintenance. But I mean, I do hair. It's like easy. I can do it myself. But still, you're so lucky.
But you've had to learn.
Yes, yes.
That's like people who have like naturally like beautiful wavy, like blowout looking hair, like never actually learn how to style hair.
That's true. Yeah. You're right. Do
like
you
I've been
curly
doing my
hair or straight
hair?
hair?
Oh, like now it's like more wavy, just like it's dead mostly.
Yeah.
But like I've been doing my hair since the Hannah Montana movie came out. Like that's why I left my hair iron on.
Yes.
Right.
I'm dead. Do you ever wear it curly?
No.
Okay.
No, like maybe sometimes like on the weekends, but then I just put in a slick back bun. Like I don't even.
Well, because here in Florida, it like does it frizz up?
Like even when I blow it, if I like, I'm trying to do a blowout, but it's like a humid day, then like it will get a little like puffy. I don't mind puffiness though. Like it's volume. Like it's something. Today I have no volume because
it's like the sleek look though.
Because I was going to wear my hair up because it's a Thursday, so like usually in my cycle I go hair up.
Yes.
But you're the hair queen, so I just felt like I don't know.
Like,
what
I gotta wear it down.
What if you came here and like asked to style my hair? Like I needed to.
Like I got to do it live on the show, so
no, we need to
get
the Jay-Z Styles look.
I know,
which is changing.
Yeah. It is a little bit. I used to do like a lot of curls. That was like the Utah curl look, but I feel like the girls are evolving. Like we've been doing more blowouts, so I kind of feel like each season we have like a signature look. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what season.
I love a blowout, but I also love the signature. Like I feel like you guys, the hair was a cultural shift of first season.
Okay, so weird, so great for my business, but I was not expecting that. Like that's just how we look and how we get ready, and everyone in Utah does it.
Yeah, but
and I'm
like
it's just
long,
curling the hair.
Beautiful wavy hair will always be in style.
Always. It's so classic.
And we like kind of fell out of it, and everyone's like doing a million other cool things.
Like bobs and everything.
Love. But like,
be me.
it's a timeless look.
I agree.
And you guys brought us back to that.
Yeah.
So the show, season 1 was good for your business?
Oh my gosh. We sold out of
imagine.
our curling irons in like 2 days. It was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, it was nuts. So it's been great. Like even season 2, having like the hair drama with Demi, I was like so not okay with that when it happened, and I was like, this sucks, but it's been great for the business.
It has been.
Yeah,
I wouldn't think that it would really derail, because the proof is in the pudding. All your guys' hair looks great, and like, and Demi's in your salon getting her hair done, being like, they do bad hair.
I know. I'm like, what was that? And then the box she gave Taylor, we've had like at the Christmas party, like the present, we've had so many people like, where can I buy the box of goodies? And so I'm like, oh, I need to like sell those on my website. It's all my products, like the Taylor box, like just things like that.
Yeah. No, so smart.
Yeah.
Crushing it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Our fifth and final story is some TV news that will lead into a little TV recap, because Summer House reunion final part, they took their shots of milk.
Oh, so it's 2 parts.
It's
that
2
was
parts.
Okay.
Good. Because you know what? Even when I went to turn it on last night, I'm like, this show's still on. Like, I've so moved on from it. I've had a long week, and I had to do the redheads, and I got sick. And then I'm like, I literally threw my guts up. I'm like, I have to watch Summer House.
Yeah.
But
and reunions are sometimes hard to get through.
Yeah, but I was just glad for it to be 2 parts, because every part, like everything that they talked about was like core stuff, and now there's no third part.
Because sometimes Housewives do like 4 or 5 parts.
Yeah.
It's like, that's too much.
No, and I feel like now everyone's moving on to like Love Island, like Summer House season is over, and it is. So
good timing.
Put a pin in all of it. But Paige then announced this morning that she's not coming back to Summer House after 7 seasons. She put out an Instagram story saying that she's like so thankful for her time on the show, but she has a life update. She's made the decision not to return to Summer House. I feel like this is the first in a series of dominoes that are about to fall as the show changes. You watch Summer House.
Yes, I do. I'm not surprised at all.
Yeah.
I think Paige has outgrown Summer House. She's on to bigger and better
I think
things.
she has to give up all of her weekends for the summer to go film the show. Like there's better things you could be doing.
Like she's friends with Sierra and Amanda, but like it's not like this is what she would be doing if she wasn't on the show.
Right, like in a share house with a bunch of kids.
I think that Kyle will hold on till the wheels fall off. I don't think he'll ever leave. Like it's his livelihood. It's his whole life, it feels like.
Yeah.
But I feel like Paige, it was time. Like 7 years, I think, is a good run. And I also think that like you don't want to stay on a show until it's done. You kind of want to like leave while you're ahead, right?
Yeah. And with like the wind at your back, like I think it's a good time to go.
She just opened her brand, like Daphne. She just announced that. Did you see that? Like it's a good time to... Yeah. Also, it's making news about her, so it's good.
Yeah, and I think like Lindsay's obviously her role is going to be changing.
Yeah,
they're going to obviously have to cast new people who are going to be younger. Then like the schism continues to grow of like people who go out and people who don't, and it's like we need to go back to like the Jersey Shore template.
Yes,
of like young people single in the house, like DTF.
Well, like I loved her being in the bed, but like that's not what we need to be watching.
Yeah,
and I feel like her with like Giggly Squad is like way more
a better
popular
format for like girly chit chat.
Yes, I agree. But you're right. We need like feral young people in this house. We only had one couple like hooking up in the house, and that was what the whole story was because of it. Why isn't everyone single in Summer House? Like, that's what it should be.
I know, but like you said, like Kyle's not leaving the show.
No.
So
don't you think?
No, I mean, even after last night, which we'll recap the reunion, so many things about the reunion rubbed me the wrong way. Even the beginning, like they were talking about like Lexi and Jessi. And like everyone's just like gaslighting Lexi into being like, oh no, we never didn't like you. Like Jessi didn't say these things. Meanwhile, they can like barely look at her when they're talking to her.
And it's on camera.
They're like totally just like dismissive of her. And then they'll like try and say, oh, give all that smoke to Jessi. You know, when you're mad at him, like don't bring Sierra into it. But then like they don't give any smoke to Jessi. Like every joke he makes, they're laughing so hard.
Jessi,
like, oh, Jessi, you want to date Sierra? Jessi, you want to date Paige? And it's like I felt really sad for her. And she had like tears in her eyes because at one point, like when they like we're on a break, Gabby was like, are you okay? And she just like got emotional. Like no, it's a really weird spot for her to be in. I feel like people are being like unfair to her for no reason when she seems like a nice girl who came into the house.
Have like an ally,
right?
She's new.
And like she has Gabby, but like Gabby's not full on in the cast. Like I feel like she's supportive as a friend, but like she's not going to get in there.
It's different than having like Paige on your side or like Lindsay.
A heavy hitter.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I watched your interview with Lexi and I thought she was so sweet and down to earth and well spoken. I mean, she's way too good for him. Yeah. For sure. But I just felt bad for her because he's like that like charming like doofus guy that like just gets a pass for being dumb because he's funny and cute. Like I don't like that.
And she said, she's like, he's not as dumb as you guys think that he is. Like, he's smart. And the whole season, she's been saying, like, he sort of, like, manipulated situations to isolate her.
Yeah.
And I remember I had said, I don't think he manipulated them, but I do think he inadvertently isolated her.
Yeah.
But after last night, I think, like, things might be a little more nefarious than I originally thought. Like, I think he is a little more intentional. And I don't know exactly what happened, but, like, I don't think this just, like, all happened by accident because, like, Jesse's a big dummy. Like, he's really starting to lose points in my book.
Like, he's looking calculated?
Yeah, a little bit. I don't know to what end, but I could see him maybe just to the end, again, of being an idiot. But I could see him, like, during the week being like, these girls aren't your friend. You know, don't trust anyone in the house. Because, like, that's decent advice on a reality show. You shouldn't really trust anyone your first season.
Also, like, then why trust him? Like,
but then it just makes her cling to him more, and it, like, creates fertile ground for this environment that was, like, not good for her.
Exactly.
So I felt, like, sad for her, and I was just, like, getting a pit. I didn't like how it was all playing out, and, like, I just felt like everyone's, like, goofing around with Jesse when, like, he's the villain in this story, and they'll say, yeah, you're the bad guy, but, like, if you're chumming up to the bad guy, how bad do you think he really is?
No, I agree with you. That's what sucks is, like, I wanted the girls to be girls, and it felt like certain scenes of the season, like around the pool at parties, they would be girls to her, and then they would just, like, go to Jesse and, like, forget all of that. And I don't know, it's like, it's confusing. Like, how do they really feel? Do you think there's a part of them that's like, oh, Lexi's a newcomer, like, Jesse's been here, so we have to side with him?
I think they just like him, you know? So it's like, it's also weird. It's like they like him and they're friends with him, and they're also telling her, when they're being girls by the pool, they're telling her not to date him. But it's like, wait, but you like him as a friend, so why isn't he good enough to be my boyfriend?
Exactly.
And you're joking around that he should date Sierra, but why not me?
And they would support it if she dated him.
Right. They really would. They say, like, it's a joke, but, like, it's not. We all watch the season. Like,
do you think they've hooked up?
I don't, because Sierra had said, like, she said in last reunion, like, we did worse, but she was talking about to them kissing by the pool. So I feel like if there was worse, that would have been the time for her to say it.
Oh, you're right. Unless they just, like, made a blood oath, like, we're not telling anyone.
Yeah.
Because I think about this show's on, you know, they're filming for 3 months. Like, there's, you know, so many months that, like, they were hanging out together the night of Lexi's birthday party. Like, things have happened.
And,
I
like,
don't know.
Sierra made Lexi feel so bad for bringing that up on a podcast.
I know.
But I don't think Lexi, like, she just said what happened. I had a birthday party, invited 2 people. Those 2 people didn't come, and they hung out together that day. Like,
that was true.
Right.
She didn't say their intentions.
Shade, there's nothing, like, that's just what happened.
Yeah,
so it makes you feel like those 2 people.
Like, why get so defensive? Right. You know, like, there's just a part of me that's like,
even when they went on break, Lexi's, like, groveling to Sierra, like, I'm sorry that I put you up. Like, I really didn't mean to, like. And it was just really, it was icky to me.
So do you think that next season they're going to, like, recast? Or, like, do you think Lexi will still be there?
So there was a Dumois blind item, like, a few days ago that Paige is, well, you know, she used code names, but like Paige is leaving Summer House.
Oh, they knew.
And that, like, Lexi, Gabby, and a bunch of people are out. So far, half of the item is true because Paige just left.
Yes.
But I think anybody could have told you Paige just left.
Yeah.
I will be shocked if they don't keep Lexi. I think she is perfect for reality television.
Yeah.
I think she's, like, all in on season 2. I feel like
she was the most relevant storyline.
We're just getting to know her. It'll be interesting to see her and Jesse in a house together.
Yes.
To see how she is as a single person without him. Like, will she meet someone else? So I have a hard time believing that blind item, but we shall see.
No, I think she did so good. She's also, like, been on a press tour. I feel like they wouldn't prop her up if she wasn't relevant to them.
Yeah,
you know?
I think that she's valuable. I don't know how you get a better casting than her. She, like, obviously has millions of followers. She's very beautiful. She's a warm heart and a big personality, and, like, is only getting more comfortable on reality television. I don't think this is the time to, like, cut her.
No, I would be shocked by that.
And I hope Gabby stays on. I think she's a value add, even if she's not a heavy hitter.
What makes you feel that way? Because for me, she kind of feels like she's just there.
I feel like she's supportive for the girls who need support. Like, even last season, like, Lindsay was on the outs with everyone, and Gabby was just like, you need, even if you're isolated and feeling like the villain, like, you need a friend.
Yeah.
It's a very, like, for your mental health, but also then we get to see you talking to someone and sharing your side.
True.
Like, I just think she's a really good sounding board. I think she gives, like, sound advice.
That's what she is. You're right.
And I think that's necessary. Not everyone is going to be high drama, like, slinging insults and hooking up with people.
You're right. We need that grounding effect.
Yeah.
How did you feel about Danielle, like, popping in after, like, leaving?
Danielle cracks me up. She's like the world's worst best friend.
Yes, that's so true. I'm like, every time she comes around, I'm like, what?
But the less she's on, the more I forget like all of the things about her that bother me. And then she comes on and she does something like so classic Danielle, like telling Lindsay she can't be on the show anymore. And it's like, girl, you're not on the show anymore.
But
like,
you came back.
Lindsay can do whatever she wants.
Exactly.
So she just like actually cracks me up at this point.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like she's very true to herself. I'll give her that. But it's just funny that she like left and then like popped in. I'm like, what?
Yeah. Then also they talked about like Kyle and Amanda, like their journey to parenthood and like if it's going to happen. Yeah. And it's funny because it's like Kyle and Amanda seem like they're in a good place and they've said they're in a good place, but they always are like that at a reunion. They'll have like seriously the world's worst summer. And then they're like, we've talked, we're good. Like we're understanding.
Yeah.
But I do feel like in real life, like Amanda is so fed up with him to the point that she doesn't care to like talk trash about him on the show, which is like good for the show and that she's being honest, but it's like she's just like slinging insults like you don't come home, you're out, you come home and then you start working and then you have dinner with me and then you go back to work and then you wake up early and you work out and it's like that seems like personal business. Like I feel like she's like big mad about his lifestyle choices.
Do you think this will work out in the long run?
I want to say yes because every time that I thought that they would or should break up, they don't. So,
but do you think it's because of Summer House? Like they're this couple on the show. Like what if the show ends or they leave? Like do you think that would like dissipate?
I feel like for Amanda, she's not so driven by that. You can make that argument for like other people and other relationships on TV. Like it's good for them.
You're right.
Like even bachelor couples, but like I don't feel like she's so driven by the show.
Kyle is, but not her.
Yeah, I feel like she's sort of like fallen into reality TV, and like and not every season's like about her, and she's just sort of there and doesn't like make her choices. By what's good for the show.
I feel like the fact that this year she was like, oh, I don't know if I want kids anymore. I think that says more to the relationship than it does like what she really wants.
Yes, and that's what they were saying on the episode last night. She said like. He said, well, are you ready for kids? And she's like, well, I'm ready for kids for someone who wants kids.
Yeah, that's what it is.
But I also feel like it's a little bit of like each one wanting to like play chicken with each other. Because like if I'm ready for kids and I have a husband, like, and even if he's not acting, like you will act, right? Like I'm going to have my kids.
Yeah. You're not putting your life on hold.
Right. I feel like it's a little bit like whatever reservations she has, she's like making it seem like, well, it's because of Kyle.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Okay, I get what you're saying. Like she could be using that as like a front.
Yeah. And because she already said like maybe she's not ready for kids. But I feel like it's not like if she were so like adamantly, I want kids right now, like you would go and have kids.
You would,
and then you start to figure it out. If that's your person, you didn't leave him all the other times that like you could have left him, like then you will figure it out.
Yeah, that's true. I'm interested to see what happens with them. They are one couple I can't figure out.
Yeah, so I am interested as well. And then they talked about Craig and Paige and Loverboy and Spritz. They talked about like all the drama in light of now Paige not being with Craig. And they were like, do you regret defending him or like do you see it differently? And then what they had pretty much said was like Paige didn't really know the details of what Craig was doing or telling her because they feel like Craig didn't even know what he was doing or telling her. It was not a good episode for Craig, but that conversation also rubbed me the wrong way. Of course, as like a co-owner in Spritz, just because like they were making Craig out to seem like so bad for like what he did and how he lied.
Why? What's wrong about it? I don't get it.
Yeah. So first of all, he has an opportunity to collaborate with a ready-to-drink brand. There are a million. The idea that he has to go and run it by Kyle is so crazy. If
Kyle's not even on his cast.
Right. He's on a separate show from a guy on this show who has a business too. Like, hey, can I do this? Like, what is Kyle king of the world? If Amanda wanted to do like a home care collab or a home like brand, nobody would think, well, what does Craig think? So I think just in general, like Paige being like, well, you have to talk to Kyle is so far-fetched, but the fact that he even did talk to Kyle was like nice of him.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what happened in their conversation, and I think that's where like the liar thing is coming in. I know we talked about it like literally a year ago, and that's when we did like Craig 20. So I'm sure I could go back and funny. And listen, but just on its face, it's like, why can't Craig do a partnership with a drink brand?
It wouldn't be okay is if he was ever in a contract with Loverboy,
which he never was. Kyle owns the company outright. He's very proud of that. He doesn't even pay or give percentages to the people on his show who shill for his brand every single week.
Wow.
For years now. It's the Loverboy show. He gives no one anything. So why would Craig think that he could go and have a partnership with Kyle when he won't even give partnership to the people that actually work with him?
No, that's crazy.
And it was so crazy because they were making Craig out to be, and like, you know, the Spritz collab, like, just to all be like nefarious. But the previous segment was all about like Kyle's toxic work relationship with Loverboy and how he literally can't start a family because of Loverboy and how he's all in on Loverboy all the time. And it's like, okay, and you guys are knocking this like thriving family-owned business, and we bring in family, and we bring in friends, and we bring in partners, and we're team Loverboy. Like, I'm not
That's creating a big issue in your marriage, and you just said that?
Right, like this toxic thing now in the next conversation is like the end all be all. Meanwhile, that brand is the reason why Kyle's wife can't even go see Paige perform at Radio City with Hannah. So the fact that history is repeating itself, no one's like well enough to be like, maybe this wasn't right the first time. Let's not do it again.
Yes.
So it was so
was the whole cast on Kyle's side?
Yeah.
That's weird. And also, like, Craig's not there to defend himself, so that sucks.
Yeah, and it's just like, so he came out with like a collaboration with another Spritz brand. Like,
is it weird to see like your like
it was
business
weird
on
to
TV?
be watching it. I'm like, wait, is this play about us?
Yes,
like,
exactly.
Because it is, and like they don't say like Spritz directly, but they're like saying Team Loverboy, which is anti-Spritz. So I'm like, hey. But it's funny because even though we had all that drama a year ago, whenever I watch the show, I literally forget.
Yes, yeah.
But then I'm watching last night, it just like bothered me. I'm like, wait, you're talking about the same brand that's literally ruining Kyle's life, that he exploits his cast members for, doesn't pay anyone, and he's mad that Craig is working with another
It just doesn't
brand.
make logical sense. Like, he has no right to be mad.
No, it's so, and that it became this like big thing when the original sin is actually not that bad, but now you guys want to like clown on him for doing it, and then like how he did it. When it's like, we're having fun here.
So even Paige
I don't know that people over there are having fun.
No.
Yeah, well, Paige now won't defend Craig.
Yeah, you're right. She's not going to. You're right.
Yeah.
So I guess that makes sense. But still.
And then she shared like other stuff about their relationship and like times that like she lied for him. Like even that he was asked to leave Kyle and Amanda's wedding.
Oh, yeah. What was that about?
So it turned out to be true. And then she was like, when Danielle fed that story to the magazine or whatever, like it was more so I was mad that she would feed a story. None of us would do that about one another.
Yeah.
But she was saying like there were a lot of times with like his drinking that like she had to, you know, tell like little lies to like get them out of stuff. But Craig had said that on Southern Charm this season. He said like that he was like, he's an addict.
Yeah.
And that early in his relationship with Paige, like she was the one who like helped him like come out of that and like get help and like be a better person. And he's not he's sober from hard alcohol, but like still drinks like wine and beer.
Like I still drink Spritz, you know?
Still drinks Spritz. No, literally like same.
So
not
it's just,
today.
Yeah. No, it's just like him not mixing well with liquor.
Yeah, like the harder stuff. And like ever since whatever, I don't know what his rock bottom would have been. Maybe there was some, Shep's was BravoCon.
Oh yeah. Shep was,
But I don't know what it was for him. But like in the last few years, he's been like so focused on like cleaner living. And that was actually an issue on Southern Charm because he was like shutting out all his friends. Because he's like, I just want to be in my backyard and be with my bees because like it grounds me and I don't like feel temptation. So I felt like we started to understand what Craig's been going through.
Which is good.
So now Paige is like talking more about like the dark time.
Yeah.
But it wasn't so surprising for people who have watched Southern Charm who like knew that he went through a lot of that. He put Paige through a lot and like she helped him through it.
And he owned it, That's good. But it sucks that it's now coming up again because he doesn't have a voice in it.
Right. So now, I don't know, we have to wait till Craig's on toast.
Yeah, he's got to come back and give his side now.
Yeah. But that's what's frustrating about the two shows. It's like even at the last Southern Charm reunion, Craig talked a lot about what happened with Paige. Yeah. And when you're watching it, you're like, oh,
were they broken up for his reunion?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't realize. Okay.
And then we don't get her responses till this reunion, maybe 4 months later.
Yes.
And even the way Andy recapped it, I have such beef with Andy these days.
Do you really?
I think he's so bad at his job. Like,
oh, I didn't know that. Give me like, the details. I need to know why.
He's always in a bad mood on Watch What Happens Live.
I don't watch that.
He's so impatient with his guests, unless it's someone he's like obsessed with, and then he's so up their butts. Like,
oh, it's like a stark contrast. Like,
yeah, like you could tell when he's in a bad mood, when he's like annoyed if someone's taking too long to answer or like thinking about their answer. This is my perception.
Okay.
And I just like
I need to go watch with like a different angle. That's crazy.
Some episodes he's happy to be there. Like last night last night he was on one I watched with Amanda and Kristen Cavallari.
Oh, okay.
Because her show, this is like the week of reality TV. That's why I'm like, I'm still watching Summer House. I have to watch Very Cavallari, like the podcast
the
tour.
first 2 episodes come out. I want to watch that. She's awesome.
She's awesome. So it was a really fun episode. He was not bad mood Andy. He was like,
because it was them. Like,
maybe because it was them. I don't know. Like he also had a beard, so
and everyone.
Something.
Okay, something's going on. They always say that he like favors men too.
Yep.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yep.
That's crazy.
So it was shocking for him to be in such a good mood around 2 women.
Yeah, like interesting.
Very interesting. But they played this like new game called Truth Bomb, where like he has to like. it's very physical for him. He's
Wait,
like,
what?
He holds this bomb and he's like, the truth bomb. And it's like, what are you going to do when you guys are playing truth bombing? You're in a bad mood. Like, how's that going to go?
Yeah, maybe he must have like known like, okay, I'm doing this today. I have to be in a good mood or something.
Yeah, or like we'll only do truth bomb when I'm like feeling it. When I took my happy pills.
Yeah. Okay, that's actually funny because is it every night?
Most nights, yeah.
So, I mean, you're just seeing it up and down constantly. Okay, I need to watch and like pay attention.
Yeah, you could
so
just
funny.
like tell when he's like impatient. I know he worries about like getting to the commercial breaks. He's got a lot to fit in.
Is
but,
it
like,
actually live?
Yeah, most of them.
Oh, okay.
Some days aren't. It depends if there's like a show on that night. Like last night was live. They're recapping the show.
Okay. That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
That would be hard.
Yeah, but
still,
he's been doing
like
it for, like,
it's
forever.
your job. Like, do you not know how to fake it?
Yeah. No, I don't know. It just like really bothers me. He's like sometimes like rude to people, or like if he's not interested in the guest because they come from a show he doesn't watch, he just like doesn't ask follow-up questions.
Oh, that's
like,
awful.
I don't expect him to know everything under the sun, but like, I don't know. Sometimes it's just like not the vibe. But anyways, I always joke about it. But last night when he was like saying what Craig said on the reunion of Southern Charm, he was like to Paige, well, Craig said you guys like broke up and got back together and then you broke up again. I'm like, that's not what Craig said. And what Paige said, like that was just like a misrepresentation. What Paige said was the same impression that we got from Craig, which is that they broke up right after Thanksgiving. Then, like, it was over the phone, though. So, like, they needed to have, like, a final conversation. I think maybe Craig held out hope that it would be different.
Yeah.
And then when he came to New York for Watch What Happens Live, the beginning of the Southern Charm premiere, they had a conversation in New York, and that was the official breakup. Okay. So, in those few days, they had only broken up over the phone. So, it's probably still, like, a new and also, you know, let's talk this through. Doesn't mean we're on and off again.
Yeah.
And then he went on Watch What Happens Live and, of course, didn't say they broke up. Because either they were breaking up that night or that morning. But like they had also broken up. She said they broke up once last February or something.
Oh, okay.
So like if you tell us every time you break up, like we don't need to know the minute you break up.
No.
You never know what could happen.
And also like then people have opinions and you're like, oh, but wait, we're good now. Like you don't need to get people involved.
I completely understand.
Yeah.
Like take a few weeks, make sure it's real.
And if they broke up in February, was it a few days, a few weeks?
She said a weekend.
Oh, right. No one needs to know about that.
Right. Like until now, it like adds color to the fact that like there were rocky times.
Yes.
But if you broke up on a Friday, you don't need to tell us on Instagram and then on Sunday be back together.
No, it's the Taylor and Dakota effect. Like if you follow them on TikTok, it's like, we're back together, we're broken up, we're back together, we're broken up. And it's so toxic for your actual relationship because then everyone's involved.
Yeah.
I actually think that that's for the best that they hid that.
And like that, when you're breaking up, then you worry, like, what are people going to think? But it's like, if you don't have to worry about telling people yet, you can process how you actually feel.
Yes. Yeah.
Who do you see Taylor ending up with?
I think about this a lot because I think Taylor needs to be alone for a while. Like I think she needs to like process like
I need her to
trauma.
have like a businessman.
But that's what I was gonna say.
Her feet.
She needs someone older in like finance or like just like a real business daddy. Like she needs someone like that who's like grounded, mature. She can't have someone who's like playing these stupid games. Like
but I guess she needs to be alone so that when that person comes along, like she's ready. Because the Taylor of today, I don't know her, but like she's got a lot going on. And even if like Prince Charming like swept her off her feet with $1 billion, like she might not be able to even like recognize that it's right for her.
Yeah, I think she's also so used to the up and down cycle with Dakota that I think when you're in a relationship like that, you take those habits into the next one.
Time for healing. The chaos. That's so boring, but like
I know
it's necessary for the next chapter.
Well, when you have 3 kids and you're like in your 30s, it's like that is the next chapter. Like you need peace. Yeah. And I think once she gets the peace and accepts it, she's going to be so happy. So I can't wait to see who she ends up with.
Me too, but I guess we'll be waiting a little bit. But that's what will be better for the longevity of the next person.
Yeah. Not great for TV, but like great for her real life.
Yeah. I understand. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining me and doing the work of the Fast Five and recapping. It
was so fun.
The best show on television, reviving reality TV and like showing everyone like,
oh my gosh,
we can still make good reality TV. I feel like people thought like, well, everyone knows too much. People are jaded. They come on, they want to protect all their interests. But then like Secret Lives of Mormon Wives said, hold my beer. Hold
so
my.
True.
What are you drinking
Dirty
for
soda.
What are you drinking for coffee outside of Utah?
So I had Dunkin' this morning.
Okay.
But that's just because that's what was on DoorDash.
Yeah, but it's like yucky.
Yeah,
right?
It's just like an iced latte. Yeah, it wasn't amazing. But what do you drink? Like, is it like local coffee shops here?
Not for me. I do Nespresso at home.
Okay. Yeah.
I would love a Pargy coffee, but I just feel like every time I also think I just don't like coffee because I'll have a coffee. I'm like, this is gross.
Yeah, no,
it's coffee.
I'm the same way. Like, I like to drink white coffee. Have you had white coffee?
No, I need to come. Well, we come to Utah all the time.
You do?
Yeah, we love like spending like Christmas break in Utah. Like
where at?
Park City.
Oh, duh. Park City's the best.
We've been there like 5 times.
Okay, so next time you come, we have to take you to Swig. Like, we'll take you on the Mormon Wives tour.
Yeah, no, we're going on the tour. We need a bus.
I'm dying. That's so crazy you've been.
Yeah, we love it. I hope to be back soon.
Yeah, you should come back. Park City is where I want to retire. Like, I would love to live up there. And, like, it's just quieter up there. It's so nice.
It's so nice. But even, like, we've also stayed, like, out in Camas.
Oh, yes. That place is great, too.
Rural Utah.
Do you just rent houses? Oh, that's so good. I love that.
We love Utah.
So you were a Mormon wife before we were.
No,
Look at you.
Like, seriously. It's also the most beautiful state. Like, even when Whitney and Miranda took their kids to the park and, like, the mountain backdrop. I'm like,
oh, yeah. It looks like a snow globe. Like,
it's insane.
Mountains everywhere. And I'm so used to it that when I travel, I'm like, well, this is so weird. But I do love Utah.
It's so beautiful. Like, even Rach Parcell, Utah queen.
We have a lot of, like, Pargy influencers there.
The vibes are so Pargy. Yeah. It's hard not to be.
It breeds, like, everyone from Dancing with the Stars, like, entrepreneurs. Like, it is crazy. Like, Utah's, like, a little bubble of, like,
I love it. I love, like, being there. I love watching it. It's so great.
Thanks.
Thank you for coming. It's so nice to meet you.
Yes.
Where can everyone follow you? Mom Talk.
Yes. So it's _ just Jessi, and it has like 4 eyes at the end. But just Jessi, if you type that in, you can find it anywhere, TikTok and Instagram. And then we actually don't have like a Mom Talk Instagram or TikTok, which we should. But everyone just kind of has their own.
Everyone has their own.
Yeah. But Secret Lives on Hulu is our tag for like Instagram and TikTok. And that's where you can get all the updates. The reunion's getting announced today. So hopefully that'll get a little buzz going and people will get excited. But you were the first to know.
I am so excited. That will tide me over until part 2.
Yes, exactly.
Thanks so much.
Thanks.
We love ya.
Bye.
Bye.